Hey, what's up? You ever walk into a local corner store and the first thing you do is get a magazine about your favorite celebrity and their dwindling relationship? Well, that's what we're going to cover today. Today's topic is hashtag breakups. We'll be covering everything from Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose to Jordan Sparks and Jason Derulo. I'm Jarius Baker, and this is hashtag trends.
And it's the life we chose. Working all night, swear I'm never going broke. And I'ma do this till I die.
Well, we all know what the press is saying, but what are the people saying? I'm at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, located right in front of the world-famous Capitol Records building, to get each of these performing arts students' opinions on hashtag breakups. I'll be asking each of these students whether they feel as though entertainers are setting themselves up for failure by marrying other entertainers. Well, let's go find out. Entertainers are setting themselves up for failure by getting into a relationship or marrying other entertainers.
Yes.
Entertainers are setting themselves up for failure by marrying other entertainers.
No.
If they're just marrying each other because they're both famous, then they deserve to fail, to be quite honest with you.
Do I feel that entertainers set themselves up for failure? It doesn't necessarily have to be. I've seen situations where it did work. I've seen situations where it didn't work. What I do believe is for it to work, each individual has to have a level of security in who they are, as well as a level of security in who they are as an artist. Because without it, it just doesn't work.
I wouldn't date an entertainer personally. I don't know. It depends. You gotta have that understanding. Like Beyonce and Jay-Z, their thing is they do everything together. A lot of people don't do that, and their careers and their relationship aren't as glorified. Me personally, I couldn't. I don't think I want to. I don't know. I wouldn't date me. I wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? I think, it's good when an entertainer got another entertainer, and you know what I'm saying, they lock together, you know what I'm saying? They really love each other, and so they got things in common, you know what I'm saying? They got things in common. And so say one go on an audition, you know what I'm saying? He come back, he be like, yo, bae, I went on this audition, it was like real good and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And she could really relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly think in my heart and soul that being an entertainer and having somebody else who is a significant other, an entertainer too, I think it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel in my heart.
Honestly, I think they are setting themselves up for failure because this industry is all whacked out now, and these people, they're trying to find what helps them be bigger in the industry. None of these big people like Nick Cannon or Wiz Khalifa or even Brad Pitt, like those people, they're not even looking for people that are like out on the street. They're looking for people that are famous as well, so then they can help themselves get bigger, you know what I'm saying?
They're not necessarily setting themselves up for failure. I mean, it depends on the person and who they're dating, because just because they're a rapper or artist doesn't mean they're bad. Some make bad decisions, that's true, and it's been true for a while, but I mean, some other artists have really good values about them, and I don't think it matters if they're famous or not and if they're dating each other, but it's just about if they get along and if they're in a really good relationship or not and they treat each other well.
If they're not in the industry, they're not going to really understand what's going on and how that affects you as an artist.
I've thought the same thing. However, I do see how it could pose some shit, basically, because if you guys are both traveling and you're both like really doing your thing, you're both too busy to really make time for each other. Right. So sometimes it can make problems. However, since you both understand that this is your grind and this is what you have to do to like be fulfilled with your life, as long as you understand that and come back to that at the end of the day, it should work out fine.
Yep.
I don't really think stars are setting themselves up for failure by dating or marrying someone in the same profession. I mean, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into beforehand. Like, there's going to be a lot of traveling and being apart for a long time. So I just think you have to be a special kind of person to be able to deal with that kind of stuff. So you're only setting yourself up for failure if you know that it's going to fail in the beginning and then you end up doing it anyway.
succeed?
I don't think it's necessarily a setup for failure, but I do think it's a wise choice on whoever you choose to be with, because they can either empower you, Jay-Z and Beyonce, or they can hold you down and maybe ruin your career.
No, I don't think so. I feel like you get in a relationship with people that you see on a daily basis, that you're around, that have the same type of likability as you. So if that's another entertainer or that's another artist or whatever the case may be, it's still the same as somebody meeting somebody that goes to the same coffee shop as them every day. You date the people that you're familiar with or that is familiar with the lifestyle that you're in.